Where are these refs?
See you tomorrow, guys.
There they are.
Start getting a little chilly. Next week's supposed to be cold. Next week's supposed to be only 50 to 60s next week. I don't like that. Oh yeah, this is
We welcome you into the Freeport Recreation Center here on Long Island, New York for this presentation of Hofstra Club Hockey. As a Pride, welcome in the Neumann Knights from the Keystone State. On the Long Island Sports Network, my name is Ian Binky. It should be an interesting matchup here as the Pride just got their first official win of the season last night. A hard-fought 6-3 victory over the New Haven Chargers, and that was a team that New Haven, they took it to Hofstra the first meeting between those squads this season. It was a 9-3 win for UNH the first meeting in September, but Hofstra rallied back despite getting outshot 53-26, including getting outshot 21-6 in the third period. But 2 goals on the power play, a short-handed goal as well. 3-point nights for each. James Van Aaron and Jordan Cox helped Hofstra to their first official win, as well as a 50-save performance from Spiro Markoulis. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Neumann coming up from Pennsylvania after a 5-1 win against Lafayette College last night. And that was a big win for them. They scored the first 5 goals before the Cougars finally got on the board. This is only the second ever meeting between these two schools. The first one back in 2022, where it was a 10-4 win for the Knights. But here it's the Pride trying to rally back and get a win and try to make it back-to-back victories on the season. Looking here at Neumann, they're going to be missing the services of their leading point scorer, Bailey Gluten, so far. He's got 5 points, but not making the trip up here to Long Island. So they have to rely on one of their captains, Andrew McGinley, the team leader, with 3 goals, as well as guys like Preston Goshorn, as well as Gus Scuderi. Some of the other leading point scorers on this team to lead the way here tonight against Hofstra. And also for Hofstra, you got to mention the penalties and the issues that gave them last night. While they worked pretty well on the penalty kill, they went to the PK about 10 times last night, including a prolonged major penalty kill that they had to work against in the third period. Part of the reason for that big tilt and difference in the shots. They're going to try to stay out of the penalty box tonight, try to play clean, and maybe make it easier for Spiro Markoulis like it was in the early going so far in that one against New Haven. But they take on the Neumann Knights here for the first time at the Freeport Rec Center. That's coming up next on the Long Island Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. Puck drop after this. Hofstra back at home here at the Freeport Bubble. Our second game in as many nights, and here on this Saturday, they look to make it back-to-back wins for the first time this season, taking on the Neumann Knights. Hello, everyone. Once again, my name is Ian Binky. This is live action in the AAU college hockey ranks at the D3 level here on the Long Island Sports Network. Looks like we're going to try to get a national anthem here. Let's tune in on the ice and give you the anthem. There's the national anthem for you, as now we're set for action between Hofstra and Neumann. You saw the goaltenders getting ready, so we'll break down this goaltending matchup. Dominic Venezial is back in there for Neumann, a fifth-year senior from Coatesville, PA. Comes in through his first two starts this season. One win and one tie. GAA right around .430, and a save percentage at .840 coming into play tonight. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's Jimmy John Picone making his first career start as a sophomore. Made his debut off the bench this season in the first matchup against New Haven. The sophomore from Forest Hills is making his start, his first career start and his first appearance here at the Freeport Bubble. Home whites once again for Hofstra. They washed them off and ready to wear them again here tonight. The road navy blues for Neumann as the Knights try to make a wave and get a win on the road. Here against Hofstra, it's the Pride with the opening face-off win, but they can't keep possession. It's dumped in by Preston Goshorn to the opposite side. Goshorn cuts this off behind the goal, trying to work it out in front, but the Hofstra takes that away. Jake Rook clears to the near side boards, chopped further ahead by the sophomore Frank Feza. Feza tied up the corner with one of the captains, Aiden Grabowski, for the Knights. Feza still with possession, handed up top to McCardle. Got a power play goal, his first goal here at home in the victory against the Chargers of New Haven last night. A forced goal, defensively postured. Player knocked down for Hofstra on the far side. That was Rook. As this puck knocked up in the air, finds its way to McCardle, but mishandled and handed right to Gus Scuderi. Fought out of there by Dylan Kinzer. Forces the move back in deep. Jimmy John Picone is there. Puck stays on the far side wall. Moved out to the middle. That's deflected. Mishandled up top. Diving attempt to play the puck there, but they move it right back in. This comes behind the goal now, looking to move it out of there. That move fails, and now I'll race to it. Dylan Kinzer races forward, the shot. That's stopped by Venezial over to the near side. Kinzer was just trying to help his team get a line change. He was able to do just that, as this one moved all the way down. And an icing call against Neumann here. First whistle, early action in period one. Puck stays in after the face-off win from Hofstra. Unable to make anything out of it yet. Stays down low here. Brennan Yerkes trying to find a way to get it in front. Dylan Kinzer to the far side boards, has it poked away, and Puma flips clear at the other end. Dylan Kinzer getting some looks a little bit forward here tonight. Looking as a forward. Leaves on the far side, but it's picked up there by Jacob McCallion, and he dumps in. Kinzer traditionally one of the top 4 D-men. With some mix-ups in the lines, he's getting a look forward as this one directed on goal. Kick out stop from Pico on his first save. This one comes all the way down to Venezial, who has to play it in front of Brendan Yerkes. Bad bounce off the boards for Neumann. Jordan Cox there. It's fettered back to Danny McCardle. Bad bounce again. Puck just doesn't want to sit down on the ice. Taken in by Puma. Dominic Puma on the near side, trying to find a passing partner. Jordan Cox, the captain for Hofstra, able to clear this one out off the stick of McCallion. Both teams having trouble moving through the neutral zone early on in this one. Could expect it to be a low-scoring affair. These teams kind of playing both the same style of hockey generally. See who's able to play their game the best as this one goes on. Ethan Mills in the corner here, lost possession. Hofstra fights it clear with Matt Casola before it's dumped right back in to the stick of Dean Rosa. Oh, friendly fire. It goes off the outside of the Hofstra net on the clearing attempt from Rosa. Forcing the reset now. It's over to the far side boards, but a couple of Knights cancel that out. Handed up top. Working with it there, McCartney. Jeremy McCartney hands down low. Spinning feed across. Just unable to get his stick in the right spot. Ethan Mills. Now the reset here at center ice with Aiden Grabowski. Move back in again by Neumann. They need a reset here at center ice. Neumann, a school from Ashton, Pennsylvania. First venture here to the Freeport bubble. Only one matchup prior. Again, a 10-4 win for the Knights over Hofstra. That's back in 2022. Long range shot. Blocker stop by Picone on a shot that might have been going high anyways. It's a good chance to get a good look at Jimmy John Picone. Especially for Hofstra with 3 games coming up next weekend. They'll likely rely on Picone for one of those 3. As this puck turned over, deflection right in front coming from Frank Feza, but able to make the stop Venezial for a quality save there, but the pressure mounted by the Pride on the turnover. Defensive zone win at the dot for Brian Barnett. Puck moved to the near side by Neumann, trying to clear, and just able to do it. Del Panino thought he held it in, but linesman says otherwise. Pride tag back up and put the pressure on Kopniewski. Able to break through it, feeds to the far side to DJ Rosenkrantz. Rosenkrantz sends one on, good save by Picone on the far side. Back in front, one-time attempt, goes off the heel of the stick of Goshorn, and now to the near side half wall. Frank Feza trying to guide clear for Hofstra, held in and sent down low by James Morrison. Held near side wall. Morrison can't hold that one in now as it's worked forward. Jake Rook trying to go on the rush. Now Feza leaves back to Del Panino. Teams fight for possession. Now it comes down the ice on the stick of Angelone. Tommy Angelone knocked down by a big check of Rob Criscolo. Physical play from the veteran blue liner. Denies the move forward for the Knights. Using his body, stopping that one, Jimmy John Picone. Brendan Yerkes trying to use his physical play and awareness to get to that one. Comes up the ice instead, a long shot that just grazed off the post. Pressure starting to mount now for Neumann. As Hofstra come to the near side, Yerkes working clear, trying to get around his man, but good strong work by Victor Foley. Hofstra middle of a change. Puck moved to Anzalone for Neumann. They also want to switch guys. Slow moving puck. Jordan Cox waited on it. Ended up losing possession for a few moments. Brendan Yerkes carries up the left wing. Pride move forward. McCardle's shot. That goes wide. Set back out in front by Yerkes. Goes off the pad of Venezial. Matt Matarazzo in his own end. Holds possession here into a few minutes already into this one. 10:50 left on the clock. Still no score. Sticks cancel out there. Now some room for Dominic Puma. Puma flips to the far side. Held there by Nick Fonseca. Tied up on the boards. Poke to the near side. Cox. Trying to find a way out of there. Instead, it finds Fonseca down low. Set up into the middle. Just missed. Handled by Jeremy McCartney. Take it clear for Hofstra. They've got some numbers the other way. Yerkes to Cox. Jordan Cox. That one tings off the top of the crossbar and out of play. Get a look at that opportunity here from Hofstra. Great pass from Yerkes right to Cox. And then his shot just a little bit too high. Actually went off the corner of the pipe. Just a bit too much mustard on that from Jordan Cox. Take a little bit off. And it's on target. Here's a shot from Buglione that goes wide. Picked back up again by Matt Casola. Casola saw the heat coming, leaves it on the corner. Possession now falls to to Neumann. They clear. Working through the center of the ice, Jacob McCallion. Spins around, waits for help, sends one on goal, saved by Jimmy John Picone. Picone played his club hockey for the Greater New York Stars. Again, the Forest Hills native. Making his official starting debut for Hofstra here as that's moved down the ice, and an icing call. None too pleased as the Hofstra bench. They saw Venezial come out of his net to play it. And in fact, after talking things over, I think the officials are going to concur here that it should not have been icing because the goaltender left the crease to go play the puck. So we'll drop it here at center ice after the icing is deliberated upon. A face-off win either way at center for Paul Cavallero and the Neumann Knights. Finn Plummer works to the left wing here, trying to work the puck clear. Knocked out of the air by Matt Casola. Casola to Buglione. Drop pass here, picked off. Now heading up the other way, Mills. Ethan Mills hits his man, Ryan Miller. But as the puck was moved across the blue line, Miller just got a little bit too far ahead for the offside call. Ryan Miller, no relation to the former Buffalo Sabres goaltender, despite sharing the namesake. This Ryan Miller, a senior from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, and graduate of Bishop Shanahan High School. One of a few Bishop Shanahan grads as Buglione carries forward for the Pride. Shoots one, looking 5-hole, sealed off by Venezial. Chris Colo sends back down low. Matarazzo now behind the net. A couple of Knights there, try to clear, but Dean Rosa holds in. Goes off the skate, back to Buglione in the middle. A trio of Knights close that off. Now taken up the other way by Fonseca, only as far as Casola. Good work on this forecheck by this line for Hofstra. Working up the near side. Dean Rosa again there. This time it just trickles past him out to neutral. To the far side boards, DJ Rosenkrantz dubs back in. Neumann wants to change defensive pairing. Back on the near side, directed towards the net, blocked away by Joey Schnatter. Comes down low to Dean Rosa, wants some off-puck movement to find a passing partner. Now it comes clear for Hofstra, but possession stays in the hands of the Knights. Dumping in, Grabowski. Looking for the move forward, intercepted by Dean Rosa. But Rosa forced into a turnover again. James Morrison a shot, that's blocked. Attempted clear, held in by McCartney. Neumann continuing to change on the fly here, trying to get full unit fresh of skaters. Another turnover by Hofstra. Rook mishandled the puck, trying to leave. Wheel back up top. Long puck sent down low. Fetched there by Grabowski. Good command of the puck, but the shot fired wide. Stays down low, trying the wraparound. Comes to the near side, the shot. That's shut down by Picone on the setup near side. And the one-time effort for Tommy Angelo. Great look for Neumann here. With that puck staying in the offensive zone, just wore down the Hofstra defense as they were able to get a change. You lit an opening for Tommy Angelo, but Picone was there. Casola and company trying to clear here. Rather, that was Kinzer taking the face off. Moved out in front again. This shot saved by Picone on a one-time look for Scuderi. Back up top, held there by Dominic Puma. Trex on goal. That goes wide of the target. Hofstra goes off the glass to clear. Kinzer can't pick up the puck in neutral. Take it back in by Anzalone. Tommy Angelone down low. Pinned to the glass by Chris Del Panino. Finds a partner down low. Kicked up top by Puma. Comes up there to Kopnewski. His shot hits a body. Trickles to the far side. Clishan coming down low. Angelone feeds up top. Taken back by Hofstra as a couple of Neumann players got too close to each other. They just dump in, want to get 5 fresh skaters out there, so they give up possession to Hofstra. Brendan Yerkes on the near side. Pass coming across, knocked down by Dylan Kinzer, but can't hold possession there at center. So Neumann sending the men forward again, this time possession with McCallion. Bouncing puck ends up on the Hofstra bench here. And a whistle with 7:42 to go in period 1. Still scoreless between Hofstra and Neumann. Shots early on favoring the Knights 9-4. Good saves at both ends, respectively for Dominic Venezial and Jimmy John Picone in his first start. Might be called into action again as Picone, but poked away by Matt Casola. Casola looking for some space to feed a pass across, couldn't find any. Let's work to the far side to Finn Plummer. And, oh, looks like we got another miss called for icing. Puck will come out to center ice. The official had his arm up, and immediately when he blew, it was into the possession of Picone, which called some uprising from the Neumann bench, but quickly solved there on that missed call. Comes out to center. Hofstra with possession and Danny McCardle. Dean Rosa fighting to get it out, but stays in on the heads-up play by James Morrison. Collision there with his own man, Cam Wolf. The puck cleared out by Hofstra. Matarazzo. Looks like he's getting some looks playing in a defensive posture so far. Tries to set the play forward on the near side. Hofstra instead holds back in deep. No look pass up the far side wall. Doesn't pan out. Rob Criscolo looking to Matarazzo. He's got it now on the blue stripe. Hands right wing to McCardle. Fires off the end boards. Picked back up again by Neumann. And ripped forward with McCallion. Hands near side. That shot by Puma blocked. Now Hofstra able to come up the other end. They've got some numbers here, potential 3-on-2. And just call offside. Buglione couldn't hold his skate on the work forward with Matarazzo. So another whistle here, 6:09 to go. After the face-off win, Frank Fezza tries to move one across. Long shot sent from the point by Jake Rook. Blocked aside. McCartney's attempted clear. Now carried forward by Ethan Mills. Mills steered to the boards by Rob Criscolo. But Mills still able to work it into the corner, and the handoff to Scuderi. Worked up top again to McCartney. Minded the blue line there, looking for Ryan Miller. Miller able to backhand it in deep where it finds Del Panino for Hofstra. He leaves to Joey Schnatter, some heat coming. Tries to work to Fezza, but now he's sealed against the glass. Sent back up top to Grabowski. Feeds for the one-time shot that hit a player in front in blue. Jake Rook trying to clear, but again held in by Jeremy McCartney. Feeds into the corner, finds Ethan Mills. Players for Hofstra collapse on the puck. Now they take this one clear. Intended pass to Rook misses, but they can get a line change off of clearance. Under 5 minutes to go, period one. Still looking for the first salvo of the game. On the far side, Morrison. Tied up there with Kinzer. Hofstra clears, finds its way to Captain Cox. Cox is going to be nabbed for a penalty here up against the boards. Goaltender pulled in Venezial. Extra man over the boards for Neumann. The shot saved. And now Hofstra able to touch up. But they're headed to the PK for the first time tonight. Call coming against Jordan Cox for a cross check. And now this Neumann power play going to work. Coming into this weekend, Neumann was just 3 for 21 on the power play. That's 14%. Looking for better fortunes here tonight against the Hofstra power penalty killing unit. Good start to the PK for Hofstra as they cleared down the ice after a face-off win. Hofstra PK working right around 77% on the year, a number that went up after a solid performance last night. Andrew McGinley wraps around the boards, picked up by Nick Fonseca, back out into the middle. McGinley fires. That one just missed, didn't get the right angle on the shot. Attempted clear, held in by Kupniewski. Back on the near side to Andrew McGinley. Feeds up top, bouncing puck, settled down. Shot coming across, blocked by Aloisio and cleared. Aloisio, aggressive play in center. Forces the move backwards, but now Fonseca finds the open man in McGinley. He carries it in, dumps to the corner where it's found Tommy Angelone. Puck still bouncing quite a bit on this ice surface. Now settled down, hit it down low. Look for some movement, but the puck mishandled at the near side point by Kupniewski. Hofstra can change as the penalty is over, half gone. Neumann will also change here as Kupniewski holds it behind his own net. Now the Knights start the move forward. Under 30 seconds to go on the man advantage. Go short. Puck bounces up last second. Scuderi able to kick it down. But Del Panino able to get possession, but he fires it over the glass and out of play. So another whistle here. Still 16 seconds to go on the cross-checking minor against Jordan Cox. Puck does leave the zone here. Hofstra able to try to force the issue. They do that as the puck moved to the near side. Poked back forward by Casola, but now it's worked in by McCallion. McCallion fires a shot. That one goes high after the setup to Goshorn as Cox is out of the box. We're to five-a-side hockey as the shot from long range gloved by Picone. Picone in his Hofstra debut up in Connecticut against New Haven. Had a solid performance, made 7 saves on 8 shots against him. And so far, so good tonight. Facing a high volume, another puck moved into the middle, missed its man. Now it's worked clear by Yerkes. Yerkes finds the pass to Cox, just mishandled. So it's fed back now to Nicoloizio at center. Under 2 minutes to go, period 1 now, as Chris Del Panino has it in his own end. Tries to clear, but Finn Plummer holds it in. Sends down low for Neumann. Morrison works it around. Bouncing puck comes up top. Taken back now by Brendan Yerkes. Feeds across to Cox. Jordan Cox tries to split the D. Comes to Yerkes. He fires. It just bounces over the net. Good chance for Brendan Yerkes. And now it's Kinzer firing a shot. First shot save. Rebound still there. And sprawling across to keep it out, Joey Venezial. Take a look here at the ISO cam in that last chance. The shot from Yerkes ended up going off the shaft of the stick instead of the blade. That would allow Venezial to keep, Dominic Venezial, pardon, to keep that one out of the net. Minute 20 to go in period 1. Hofstra win the faceoff. Comes back to the one-time shot from Chris Colo, but a glove save by Dominic Venezial and a dandy. They wanted some traffic there in front of the net to make that one. It's hard to stop for Venezial, but late arriver and Rook allowed an easy glove save. Another face-off win for Hofstra, but a stick lift. Keeps the puck on the far side boards. Jake Rook back with possession. Pass to Feza. Feza shot blocker save Venezial. To the far side, Fonseca. Hard to clear. It's flipped up in the air and out to neutral ice. Taken back by Hofstra from the correct side of center. Dumped in by Chris Colo. Knights work to the near side, trying to jailbreak forward, but Jake Rook intercepts. Joey Schnatter works around his man, but then double team, loses possession. Worked forward again by McCallion. Watched closely by Rook, he pokes it away. Possession battle for at center ice with 30 seconds to go in the first. Hofstra trying to rush forward with McCardle, he's got it. Danny McCardle comes down low, works out in front, save on the first shot from Feza, rebound, score! Frank Feza opens the scoring for Hofstra. Great work forward here as the period was coming to an end. Feza denied on the first chance, but then able to just slide it in on the far side post. Here's the ISO cam. You see the pass coming in. And the rebound just fired home by Feza. Hofstra not happy here, trying for one more. Comes out in front, Rook shot, stopped by Venezial. Comes to the side of the net, fed on front again. Venezial there to make the save, he covers up. With just 0.6 seconds left on the clock, we'll get one more face-off. It's got to be a shot off the draw. Hofstra has Shatter in there. Tries a shot that's blocked as the period comes to an end. And a late goal from Frank Feza makes it 1-0 Hofstra after one. Period 2 coming up next on the Long Island Sports Network. The Pride lead this one over the Neumann Knights after 20. bring you back into the Freeport bubble for period number 2. Hofstra Pride with a 1-0 lead over the Neumann Knights after 20 minutes. The goal scored for Hofstra with just a handful of seconds, 16 seconds to be exact, left on the clock. Frank Feza getting his first goal of the season on the setup from Danny McCardle, making it a 1-0 game. Hofstra trying to use that momentum early on here now in period 2. Go on, try to win this game. Make it back-to-back victories after getting their first win of the season last night. It was a fairly low event period in period 1. We'll tell you more about it when we get a moment here. And as Newman's talking things over, we can do that right now. Just 16 shots between the two teams, 10 of them for Neumann. Hofstra was 6, but they got the one behind Dominic Venezial in the closing seconds of the first frame. They're trying to make the most of that right now. Try to carry this lead and extend it in the middle frame. Coming out here to center ice, Cam Wolf set to take the draw for Neumann up against Matt Matarazzo for Hofstra. And it's a face-off win for Wolf. Moved immediately forward. The shot goes wide after the block from Chris Colo. Back here to the side of the net. Stick stop by the goaltender, Jimmy John Picone, as it was coming back towards the net. Benefit of the doubt there as Matarazzo was close enough to center ice to avoid the icing call. Dumped that one in. Neumann moving through the middle. Pass cut off by Danny McCardle. He flips behind the goal, but it's met there by a man on the right wing, McCallion. Failed move back to the blue line there for Neumann. Results in a dump in here, cut by Jimmy John Picone. McCardle, far side, mishandled by Casola, flipped back in again by the Knights. Chris Colo wants to move forward. He at least settles to dump it out of the zone. Both teams kind of spinning their tires early period 2, trying to get the feel back. Angelone had his momentum stopped there by a body check. Reset now at center ice. To the near side, that's met up top by Kupniewski. Colin Kupniewski sends down low, finds a man there, trying to feed it back to Kupniewski. That's intercepted by Hofstra. Buglione got in the way, and Chris Colo clears out to the center. Oh, big hit there in the middle of the ice. Brendan Yerkes collides with Tommy Angelone, who was trying to move inside the zone. But now Yerkes rips up the left wing. Yerkes feeds out in front. That's just getting a piece of the goaltender in Dominic Venezial. Angelone on the move forward again for Neumann. Rips one into the breadbasket of Jimmy John Picone for the stop, and the whistle with 17:55 to go in period 2. Face-off win for Hofstra as it's moved down behind their own net, kicked out of the zone by Jordan Cox, and then mishandled by Finn Plummer, forcing it to come all the way back to Venezial. Cox forced off of possession, carried in by Rosenkrantz. DJ Rosenkrantz tries a shot, meets the webbing of the glove of Jimmy John Picone. Stop and start action here between the Knights and Pride. Every home game for the Pride streamed live on the Long Island Sports Network. Follow the action on LI Sportsnet. As kicked out in front. Stopped by Kinzer, who clears from his knees. And it is Kinzer again skating on the forward lines tonight. The usual D-man getting some looks on the attack. And get the instincts like that. Just cuts off that pass. Now skates back on defense. Long pass move past Rosa. Picone opts to play this one. Denies the potential icing call, but denies possession as well for Neumann. Worked forward by Kinzer. He flips over towards Cox. Now the guy with the A on his chest gets it back. Cox rips one, stick save, Venezial. That was just headed towards the far side post. Feeds out in front again. Bouncing puck. Found by Brendan Yerkes. He steers it now to the end boards. James Morrison skies this one down the ice. Enough legs on it for icing as Nicoloizio watched it all the way to the end stripe. Mention the 3-game slate coming up for Hofstra next weekend. All 3 games here at the Freeport Rec Center, taking on Alvernia on Friday night, Ramapo College on Saturday, and then Rutgers on Sunday. So they started off against the Golden Wolves, a D3 team, then 2 D2 teams making their way here to Freeport. As here's a chance working forward for Ethan Mills. Mills, backhanded shot, stopped by Picone. Rebound squirted through him, but Watt. Now here at the other end, Hofstra trying the counterattack with Feza. Feza wanted the return to Jake Rook. Now it's tied up near side boards, taken back by Rook. Feeds up top to Del Panino. He lost the handle, and the Pride need a reset now. Good look there for Hofstra going to end, but just fizzled out after the failed keep in by Chris Del Panino. This one to the far side. Able to stay on it, Fonseca. Fonseca out towards the middle. Nobody in blue for the tap in right in front. Board battle here. It's still stuck in the corner. Now kicked out by Hofstra. Jake Rook carries that one out. He just tagged back on side. Now Nick Fonseca had some room there before McCardle cut him off. Still stuck in the defensive zone. Hofstra trying anything they can to clear. Now it's carried out by Danny McCardle. He walks forward. The drop back to Schnetter. The shot knocked up in the air after the save from Venezial. Dangerous play from Dominic Venezial. If there's someone out in front for Hofstra, it could have been a tap in. Instead, his defense carries it out. Fonseca back on the near side. Just let it carry in to avoid the offside. Players tied up now down low. Side of the net. Worked out in front. Angelo on the one-time shot shut down by Jimmy John Picone. Good work there for Picone. Able to just keep the puck out of his net. Doing the small things right is Jimmy John Picone in his first start. Hofstra carry forward here, left wing with Dean Rosa. Rosa adventure forward there, forcing a turnover to Angelone. Tripped himself up, but still able to move forward. Here's a chance inside. Picone able to stop the shot against the charging attacker in Andrew McGinley. McGinley quickly goes over after a little bit of a collision there with Picone, telling him, hey, nothing intentional there. Just picked his head up and realized he was in close on the sophomore goaltender. Spiro Markoulis, no doubt, getting a good look at the performance of Picone on the bench and has to be happy with what he's seeing. Well, Markoulis, a fantastic goaltender that's been proven time and time again. You know, you can enjoy having a night off every now and then, and when you have a star understudy like Picone, the way he's playing, feel confident not having to play every game. Macasola played it down low, harassed, nearly turned over. Puck stays over on the near side, and now given back to Angelone. Angelone's shot it down by Jimmy John Picone, cleared down by Hofstra, and the puck kicks up enough snow to avoid an icing call. Spinning in his own zone, Colin Kopniewski This one bounces off the official. A good break for Hofstra as Casola can chase it down. Casola pins in deep. He's held up a little bit there, but no penalty called. Chopped down, allows it to be moved forward by Buglione. Now flipped in by Neumann. The far side player wipes out, but some space up top for Barnett. Brian Barnett wraps around, met there by Plummer. Then Plummer looking towards the middle, finds a man in Rosencrantz. His shot was trickling towards the near side post, but swiped clear by Matt Matarazzo. Hofstra on the move forward. It's Brendan Yerkes with possession. Yerkes trying to reach around on Plummer, but it's poked away. It's tied up on the boards. Yerkes sends out towards the middle, cleared out by Neumann. It comes up the near side with the Knights, and Chris Colo brings it back forward for Hofstra. Yerkes chasing this one down, and just not enough to beat out the race of Finn Plummer. So a nice and call against Hofstra with 12:22 to go in period 2. So the 1-0 lead for Hofstra on the Frank Feza goal, his first goal of the season. 1 assist on the tally for Danny McArdle, his 4th assist of the season. Now pulls into a 3-way tie with Matt Casola and Jordan Cox for the team lead. Plenty of solid playmakers on this Hofstra squad, littered throughout the lines. From behind his own goal, Nicoloizio trying to clear. Bouncing puck finds its way to Cox. Cox hits Kinzer in stride. The shot bouncing up off the stick of the goalie in Venezial, able to snatch it up. Ice tilted back in the other direction. Face-off coming into his neighborhood. It'll be to his left. Puck moved back out in front. Side of the net just jarred that up. But if not, could have been a tap in for Kinzer. Now carried up by Ryan Miller on the left wing. He moves it down low, finds its way there to Ethan Mills. Mills wanted the return, but it comes up to the top instead to Scuderi. Scuderi saw the hit coming of Aloisio, spins off it, comes up top to McCartney. Down into the corner, few players in that scrum. Yerkes picks it out of there. Good vision to the near side, finding Cox. Jordan Cox moves inside, has some space, feeds across, just led Kinzer too far. Had Dylan Kinzer sitting right there, but the pass just too far out in front of him. But a nice play by Kinzer keeps the rush on. Pass comes up to the point. Knocked down by Del Panino. Into the corner for Yerkes. Yerkes back to Cox. Cox rips one. Was going up towards the top shelf, but shrugged up and out of play by Dominic Venezial. Good chances for Hofstra here. Good shift by that Kinzer, Yerkes, and Cox line, but now they switch out for the line that scored the first goal of the game. Feza can't hold that puck in. McArdle fires around the dasher and hopes to get possession back. Met behind the goal by Kupniewski. He hands a little bit further back to Dominic Puma. Now work forward up the far side boards by McCallion. This comes behind the goal. A couple players lost track of it. Taken back now down low by McCallion. Wants to go up top to Kupniewski. Kupniewski rips one. That one just missed wide past the pad. Knights set back up again. Puma rips one. That's blocked. Comes down low. Dean Rosa trying to clear. He works to the near side, trying to find its way to Rook. Dangerously played back out in front. Knocked forward by Puma. Comes to the end boards. Gets off the hit of McCardle. Feza takes a bump there. Puck stays against the boards. Shoveled to Frank Feza. He carries it out. Now the pass to Jake Rook. Rook fires one wide. And then the attempted clear out from Neumann goes out of play. Good look for Jake Rook there in the middle. Had two defenders on him, and they were laying the body pretty well to take away the middle of the net. He tried to pick out the corner down low, but the shot just missed wide. Does work out for an offensive zone faceoff. That line will stay out there. Rook, Schnatter, and Feza. Schnatter wins the faceoff, but it leaves the attacking zone. Dean Rosa cannot keep possession. Puck turned over into a 2-on-1. Feed back across, the tip in front. That goes off of the goaltender, Picone. And the play broken up. Good work there by Picone to stick with it. Rook again a chance to move forward, but just ran out of room. And now carried in by Angelo. Shot back in, they score! This one all tied up on the give and go from the far side. Take a look back at this replay here. As we see the puck moved in on the near side. It was Angelo carrying in, and then the pass fed back across, and the shot just up and over Jimmy John Picone to tie us up 1 goal apiece. Give you the official scoring on that goal in a second or two here once it gets input, but Neumann doesn't really care all that much. They're just happy to get this one tied. It was Andrew McGinley on the goal. One of the players that we said had to lead from the front. It's now his team leading 4th goal of the season. McGinley on the assist to Tommy Angelone and James Morrison. Hofstra trying to get that goal right back. Casola feeds up top to Aloisio. Comes back down low, Matarazzo, and a tie up now with Scuderi. Scuderi able to get it out, get possession. He's met up in the near side corner. Failed keep in by Chris Colo, needing the reset now. Hofstra with Aloisio. A dangerous pass turned over. Angelone couldn't get the pass back to him. So now Hofstra carry it forward. Long slapper that's blocked before it reached the net. One hockey game now after the goal for Neumann. Hofstra trying to find the answer. Matarazzo looking for the pass across. Now it comes to Yerkes. But in a battle there in the middle, Neumann able to win possession and flip it clear. Past the midway point. Still a 1-1 game. Buglione's shot blocked. Comes back to the near side. Set up top to Chris Colo. He wipes out right at the blue line. Trying to kick it over to a teammate. Finds its way to Matarazzo. Yerkes sends it into the middle. Buglione can't receive the pass. Big check near side by Rob Chris Colo. Allows the puck to skitter free. This just stays off the netting above our heads. And worked forward by Nico Buglione. Jarred free, and now numbers forward for Neumann. Working in, goes short, he scores! Preston goes short, back-to-back goals for Neumann, and now they lead it. Move forward, numbers not arriving back in time for Hofstra. The pass over to Preston Goshorn, waited for Kinzer to get his stick in the way, and that really distracted the eyes of Picone. See here as the shot will come on target. Picone was drifting over towards the far side, and it ended up giving a lot of room here on the near side post, and the good shot by Preston Goshorn, able to find the back of the net for his 3rd goal of the season to make it 2-1 Neumann. Now it's Hofstra needing a response here. Now trailing for the first time tonight. Jordan Cox rips this one wide. Sent back out in front by Kinzer. A few Pride players couldn't arrive in time, but it's held in on the near side. Del Panino, his shot blocked. Back out into the high slot, but now carried free by Ethan Mills. Mills the move forward to Miller. And now that's dumped in as Neumann wants to go for a change. Just got to get that puck in deep now. We're nursing this 1-goal lead. Jordan Cox waits on the near side, tries to hit the trailer in Yerkes, but his stick tied up, and now carried down the ice by Aiden Grabowski. Grabowski held up near side wall. Moved down low. And fed up top. Bouncing puck settled down by Jacob McCallion. McCallion back across, handled by Grabowski. Deflected puck comes towards the net, just wide. Another puck sent on target. Knocked up top. Looking for room Puma. Back on the near side. Out in front, Puma's one-time shot knocked up in the air and out of play. Cam Wolf also in that fray, and looked like he might have gotten the last piece of that one before it hit a Hofstra stick and went up and out. Another shot that's covered up by Picone. Two goals for Neumann in a span of 2 minutes and 13 seconds has them up by the 2-1 scoreline. Now the Pride try to fight back in this one. Only the one power play opportunity so far in this game came midway through period one. An unsuccessful look for Neumann as another long-range shot swallowed up by Jimmy John. .451 to go in the middle frame. Here at the Freeport Rec Center, Hofstra 3 games coming up next weekend here at the Bubble. As here's a shot goes off the outside of the net. Puma holds in near side. A few players for the Pride trying to fight it out. Referee also in that scrum, can't get out of there. Now Hofstra able to clear with Matarazzo, but taken back in by Tommy Angelone. Angelone rips one into the glove of Jimmy John Picone. Nice work there by the sophomore netminder. Issues for Hofstra leaving the zone here. They're still stuck in as this one moved in towards the net. Knocked out of play by Picone. Only shot from the far side by McGinley. Shot just starting to mount here for the Neumann Knights. Just one after another. Trying to crack away after they've noticed some flaws in the game of Picone. Battle for possession comes to Dean Rosa. He flips it clear. Buglione trying to get on that one, but a good reach out of the stick of Finn Plummer breaks up the rush. Matarazzo knocked to a knee. Forces possession over, and a long pass to Angelone. He's in alone. He scores! 3-1 after the goal from Angelone. Pride defense just totally forgot about Tommy Angelone. Waited in behind the D, and then the shot just goes right through Picone before he could get set. Here's an ISO cam. You'll get the look at the breakaway here. Just from the blue line, a complete jailbreak. He's in on Picone and just gets it right underneath the glove. Performance of Angelone has been noticeable here tonight. Some really great plays on the offensive side of the puck, and now he's rewarded with the goal, his first of the season. Sophomore from Cinnaminson, New Jersey. finally gets one in the back of the net to kick off his 2024-25 campaign. 3 straight goals for the Knights of Neumann. Now Hofstra desperately needs to get the next one. That's been the difference really for this Pride team. We saw some good work against New Haven last night. Now back the other way as this one fired wide. Whereas Hofstra seems to be a victim of momentum. This puck sent down the ice, but no icing. Whereas whenever they're able to score, they can't convert and make it multiple goals, with the exception being the game last night against New Haven. But here tonight, we see it where they scored that goal. 30 seconds left in period 1. You figure, hey, there's a chance to generate some momentum. But instead, nothing able to go well for them to start the second period. And now 3 straight goals in the second half of the frame for Neumann has totally changed the dynamic here in Freeport. It's fired down by Neumann, and an icing call against them with under 2 minutes to, or under 3 minutes to go, should say, in the period. Clock reads 2:36. Face-off possession belongs to Hofstra here behind the goal. But then the long pass up towards the top, intercepted, carried forward by Preston Goshorn. His pocket picked by Jordan Cox. Cox shifts inside, feeds towards the middle, again leads his man too far. This time it was Yerkes. Taken back by Cox. Cox's shot, save, rebound still there. Yerkes can't get a shot away as he was caught in a net front battle, and the winner of that one was Jeremy McCartney. Holding things up on the near side now. Puck sent towards the net by Kupniewski. It ends up just wide. Hofstra take it clear. Reached out stick of Kinzer, battling for possession. Bounces off the dasher, finds its way to McCardle, but he was shoved off by Miller. Dumped back in by Mills. Now this game for Neumann, just trying to keep possession as long as possible. Not allowing Hofstra to set things up. And again, that's not really how Hofstra plays. They're a team that plays well off the rush. But if you're just able to command possession and mount up the shots, it's a game that Hofstra has trouble coming back in as this long pass comes down the ice. Won't be icing because of the hustle of Nick Fonseca. Hit down low by Chris Colo. Forces it loose to the opposite corner. Attempted clear, held in by Dominic Puma. Final minute here of period 2. Very different tale here in this middle frame. Jordan Cox trying to race to this one. He pokes it forward. Here's Jordan Cox. The backhander shut down by Venezial. Another shot from the far side, which the goaltender stops. 30 seconds as Hofstra gets some momentum going. Buglione steered away from the puck. Good physical play by Puma as he clears this one all the way down. And an icing call as we can take a look at that last chance for Cox. Great work here to poke it forward, get past the dive of Colin Kupniewski. The stick handle did not fool the netminder. He might have gotten a piece of the stick, but Cox also trying to do too much, might have missed the goal. Puck at the side of the net here. Hofstra battling for possession. Comes in an near side with Neumann. Happy to hold it here. The final 10 seconds tick away. Kicked out by Hofstra, but they can't find it in time. So Neumann heads to the locker room with a 2-goal lead. 3 straight in period 2. to head back into the dressing room with the advantage. Hofstra needs a big push in period 3, trailing by 2. We'll bring that to you live from Freeport next on the Long Island Sports Network. Bring it back into the Freeport Rec Center for the third period and final period of regulation between the Hofstra Pride and Neumann Knights. After two, it's Neumann with a 3-1 lead. They scored 3 unanswered goals in the second half of the second period. So now Hofstra needed to scramble and get things going back in their direction as we take a look at the shot counter. A 19-11 lead now for Neumann. Hofstra held to just 5 shots in period 2. That's not going to cut it, especially now when you're trailing after they just could not get their game going in period 2. After getting that late goal in the first, they would have thought that they had things going their direction. But in the end, it's now lead for Neumann after 40, and Hofstra going to need to change things here in the third and final. Jimmy John Picone back in goal, trying to get a win in his first start. He's going to need his offense to back him up here. Dylan Kinzer at the face-off dot. That wins it forward. Kinzer then moves inside. His shot blocked. Second opportunity. Just jammed wide. Good look early for Kinzer and providing a spark on the offensive side of the puck. It's what you like to see out of a guy that is getting one of his first looks at a forward unit. But now at the other end, a chance for McCallion. His shot knocked up and out of play. Lone Hofstra goal was scored with 30 seconds left in period 1 from Frank Feza, his first goal of the game, but period 2 was all Neumann. And now Hofstra needs 2 to tie in the third period. It's worked out by Hofstra. No icing call, so forcing the play from Kupniewski. Holding it in his own end, Dominic Puma. Worked to center to Fonseca. Pinball to the near side. McCardle meets it there for the Pride. Goes past Cox and held up top by Kupniewski. Flipped out in front. Fighting for possession. Skitters back up top to Colin Kupniewski. Working to Fonseca. Fonseca just can't get the shot away after the puck found him again. Is sent down by Hofstra. This time it will be icing against the Pride. It did take a tip, but not from the right side of center. So the opportunity to change for Neumann, they take it. Hofstra some tired legs out there still. Like Dylan Kinzer's still at the face-off dot. He's not going off for a line change. Shift that's lasted over a minute here. It's going to be stuck out there on the ice after Neumann wins the draw. They hold it side of the net, fed up top, met by Plummer. Then Plummer's shot goes off the end boards. McCardle battles for possession, gets in on the stick of Gus Scuderi. It's held up on the corner now by Hofstra. Poke to the far side. Some tired legs starting to show now. Hofstra can't clear. Deflected puck. Move forward by Cox. Jordan Cox. Backhanded move in. Looking for the tip from Yerkes. Just missed. And now some room up the other end. Working in McGinley. Feeds across. Looking for the tip from Scuderi. Led him too far as it comes to the end boards. Taking it back, Grabowski shot wide. Held in by the sweep of the stick of McCartney. Back down to Scuderi. Flipped out to the middle, the one-time effort stopped. Good save by Jimmy John Picone on the one-time look from Andrew McGinley. One thing's for sure, and that is it's been a solid performance in goal for Jimmy John Picone. He might have had the one shot that he would like back on the second goal. It goes down now as the go-ahead goal for the moment for Neumann, but still some solid saves for him. Just really like for his offense to get going, but they're hemmed in their own zone still. So this long shot goes off a friendly skate of Rosenkrantz. Sent back down low to DJ Rosencrans, and now behind the net. Rosencrans shot. Sent to the near side, unable to be held in. Casola, a swing and a miss, but he took the stick of Grabowski with him. He's able to kick it along. A glove save from Picone on the shot from the far side. Hofstra tried as clear, but it's dumped back in by Goshorn from the right wing. Just no way out for Hofstra right now. Still on their heels, but not Casola. Tries to engage, is tipped forward by Buglione. As Casola and a couple players head to the bench. Guided forward by the Knights. Left wing dump in for Neumann here, as now it's met in the near side by the Hofstra Pride. Work it back up to the top. A shot wide of the net from Rosencrans. Advance down low again from Mills. Changing on the fly is Neumann. Puck sent down low again by the Knights. Frank Fezza on it for Hofstra. Takes it behind his own net, trying to work clear, but it's turned over right in front. The backhanded shot just fed wide on the shot from Ryan Miller. Miller back on it, into the corner. Pinned up to the boards by Del Panino. Worked up top by Fezza. Gets around his man, and now tries to work it forward to Rook. Rook, the backhanded pass, looking at Fezza, he scores! Double the magic from Frank Fezza. It's back to a one-goal game. Saw the chance here. Nice work on the puck possession by Jake Rook to feed it to Fezza. Then he fires home the shot. Here's a look at the ISO cam. You'll see Fezza working all the way in from the blue line, making himself available. Just settled the puck down and then sent it up and over the goaltender to make it a one-goal game, and Hofstra's back in it. Just what the doctor ordered for the Pride, an early goal. Getting things going back in your direction. That was just their first shot of the period. But it gets past Venezial, and it's now 3-2. Just a small hill for them to climb. Sent back out in front, the tip goes wide. As Neumann was trying to get it right back. Fonseca forced backwards, now turns over to Dean Rosa. Rosa into a battle with Jacob McCallion. Headed back to Neumann with Cam Wolf. Wolf has it poked away by Cox. Now Cox gets around his man. He's got some numbers. Cox rips one. Saved by Venezial. Left up in the slot. But now some room for Plummer up the other way. Finn Plummer takes it on the far side. Looks out to the middle. That's knocked down and sent all the way down the ice for an icing call against Hofstra. So they clear out the initial danger. But now the looming danger of an offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Neumann Knights. Face-off comes to the right of Jimmy John Picone. It's a draw that's poked to the far side boards. Possession sticks with Neumann. It's flipped to the near side. McGinley wraps it around the dasher. Meets Angelone on the left side. Angelone with possession. Wants some better spacing, flips to McGinley. Back to Angelone, but miscommunication on the point pass to Jeremy McCartney. And a long reset now for the Knights. McGinley leads his man too far. That was Scuderi. No icing, he was just at the center stripe. But McGinley takes it back. The shot blocked. Reset up top to Grabowski. Feed up top to a vacant point. McCartney has to reselect back in his own end. Hofstra uses this as a chance to change. They get the Matarazzo line back out there, and this proves to be a smart decision as that goes down for icing. Have a good attacking unit out there as they can finish up that change, and it's the Matarazzo line with Nico Buglione and Matt Casola getting set for this offensive zone puck drop. choose to move to the far side here on the icing call. Tie up at the faceoff dot. Possession sticks with Neumann here. It's moved forward by McGinley. Flip back by Hofstra. A big check on the near side from Grabowski. Shoves Casola down. But the forechecking pressure kept it in for a moment until it's bounded out to Del Panino. Hofstra trails by just one here in period 3. Good work by Tommy Angelo. Works inside, dices through. Saved by Picone. Rebound. Still loose as it comes down low. Big save for Jimmy John Picone, keeping this a 1-goal game. Comes back towards the net again. Picone sprawls across. Shot never arrived. Nico Buglione, the freshman, carries forward for Hofstra, flips this one towards the goaltender, mishandled by Venezial, and he just has to cover up. Good break there for Hofstra as it was just an innocent enough shot from Buglione, flipped towards the net, but Venezial had some trouble with it as it bounced off of his stick. McCardle sends towards the net. Rebound for Rook. Venezial got a stick on that one. Back up top to McCardle. Fires high. Rebound poked towards the net. Rebound still there. Rook fires wide of the target. And Venezial, as he was scrambling in goal, shoved the net off of its pegs. Several chances for Hofstra, but not a shot on target. Despite Venezial just sprawling out on the ice and hoping for the best. He got a pretty darn good outcome. Never had to make a save. Redrop the puck now on the far side. Comes up top to Rosa. Dean Rosa's shot right to the chest, and the Knight logo on the chest of Dominic Venezial. This third line for Hofstra starting to generate some good chances. Cardle, the dump in. Apply the pressure. It's left at the blue line. Poke backwards for Hofstra so they can keep possession. Danny McCardle over to Dean Rosa. Knocked forward by the Pride. Feza goes on the forecheck. It's moved to the near side by Rook, but light offside against Hofstra allows Neumann to pick it up. Pass intercepted. As here's a shot from the near side. Barnett's effort is saved by Picone. Is held in. McGinley forced off of that move. So Hofstra takes forward with Feza. He dumps in. Pride can change. But as he out feeds to the near side, finds goal scorer Andrew McGinley. McGinley works through center. Nice move. Gets the round one, but then the play there by Chris Colo jars it loose. Shoveled out by Hofstra. Some room on the left wing for Feza. Just stuck out there to finish out his shift. Carries it forward. Tries to draw a penalty. No avail. As it's worked clear by Ethan Mills. To it first, Ryan Miller. Holds it on the far side boards. Hofstra trying to guide it clear, and it finds its way to Yerkes. Yerkes hits Cox in stride. Cox rips one wide. It comes off the near side dasher. Held up into a scrum. Del Panino trying to force it off of Miller, but he's strong with possession. As he flips back in, Neumann gets a couple of guys off. Hofstra go on the aggressive look forward. Possession given now to Del Panino. He hands it right back, though, on a long pass cut off by McCartney. This flipped down the ice. Watched by Picone as it comes to the far side. Net there by Fonseca. Look to the lane, to the net, didn't find one. He follows up with a shot. Coming up high on Picone, but he's able to make the save. 10:02 to go in period 3. Narrow lead for Neumann. Deficit was cut to 1 on the second goal of the game from Frank Feza. The early part of this period. Neumann has been trying to get that insurance goal back. It's no avail so far. Feed up top to Puma. Looking for the tip, got one, but steered well wide on the reflection from McCallion. Nick Fonseca on the far side. Saucer feed off the boards. Comes down low. Back to Fonseca. Looking out to the middle. That's blocked away by the Pride. Now a chance for Buglione. That's dumped back in by Neumann. Matarazzo on it. His pass leads his man too far. Puck slows up, but not enough. It's still an icing call against the Pride. 9:17 left. Face off to the left of Picone. Matarazzo in to take the draw against Gus Scuderi. Scuderi wins it. Then it slipped back down low by McGinley. In front, spinning shot from McGinley, sent wide. Back up top, settled by Morrison. Pass across. Slowed down there, up top to Morrison. The kick down, not handled until it comes out to center. He dumps back in. Danny McCardle. Back low to Aloisio, some pressure coming. Moves it away, trying to give it back to Casola. Now ops to the far side with McCardle. McCardle mishandled there, just pokes it back out to center ice. Casola nearly intercepts. Now it finds its way to Matarazzo. Bouncing puck. Left behind by Buglione. But this fired down by Neumann. So an icing call denies them a potential line change here. Hofstra will get some fresh skaters out there for this impending offensive zone puck drop. Puck comes to the near side. Officials making sure everyone's on their marks. It's a face-off win for the Knights. But the puck's still in a battle on the near side. Schnatter joins the fray. It's moved over to Feza. Then chipped to McGinley. He's able to flip it out of the zone. Then hits a man in stride and Angelone. Angelone to the near side corner, but that allows his team to change. Feza holds up here for Hofstra. Pass across to Chris Del Panino. Chopped down to Schnatter. Schnatter on the near side, back up top. Fed by Del Panino towards the net wide. Rook back towards the target. Hits a couple of bodies in front, then trickles to the near side. This knocked forward by Victor Foley. Chases it in down low with EJ Rosenkrantz. Barnett was looking for room, forced through a turnover. Now Hofstra skates forward. Jake Rook on the attack, comes to the corner, bounces up to Feza. Rosa trying to work it out in front. So Wall played back to Rook. Jake Rook down low to Feza. In a battle, trying to clear out. Bounces off the dasher and past Chris Colo. Everyone has to tag back up for the Pride. 6:40 to go in the third. So the one-score game as Brendan Yerkes carries this in, but the check coming forced the turnover. Long pass misses its man. Puck goes on edge, and they wave off the icing. Aloisio ruled he could have played it. Kinzer pokes back near side, looking for Yerkes. A big hit there applied by the pressure coming on of Scuderi. Forechecking pressure from Kinzer. Makes Puma's life difficult, but he gets off it, and it's worked forward. Waiting in, goes Shorn, fires wide. As he heads off to the bench for a change, puck comes up top to Dominic Puma. Guided into the corner. Aloisio spinning, trying to work it out clear. Comes now to Brendan Yerkes. Ends up giving it right back. Now Yerkes goes on the pressure forward. Right on the back of Finn Plummer. Comes to Aloisio near side, trying to find its way to Cox. Pass from Yerkes leads Kinzer too far to the right. Sent back down with more time off the clock by Neumann. Neumann with this long trip up here would love to come away with a win. 5-10 away from doing just that. Brendan Yerkes works forward here, not enough on that for ice, and good weight on the move forward. Now it's his team to go for a change. Matt Matarazzo on the take back. Loose puck nearly picked up by McCardle, but now it finds Cox. Jordan Cox moves inside. Working back out in front here. Take it forward by Neumann. Good block by Hofstra out there in the middle. Puck moved up top by Neumann. Across the blue line to Grabowski. His pass blocked away, still there. Puck loose. Back of the side of the net after the failed shot from Cam Wolf never arrived. Hofstra, chance to move with it near side. Casola didn't see it bounce off the stick of Grabowski and then loose to the near side boards. Sweep of the stick from McCardle. Moves possession back now to Chris Colo. Bounced off a leg. Nico Buglione moves in. He's knocked down, draws a penalty. As it's touched up, Hofstra heads to a late power play, their first of the game. And timeout called by Hofstra here to talk over strategy. Penalty called is a trip against Aiden Grabowski that sends Hofstra to the power play when we come back. 3:40 to go. 2 minutes, a man up for Hofstra, trailing by 1 on the Long Island Sports Network. As we come back here, we take a look at the shot counter. A 27-16 lead for Neumann, but it's Hofstra going on the power play with 3:40 left in regulation, trying for a game-tying goal. Working with a man up this season, working at 24%. They scored twice on the man advantage last night. They win possession. Comes back to Cox. He walks inside, rips one. That's a save. It's still loose as Cox sends a backhander towards the net. Blocked. Rebound to Matarazzo. He sends wide of the target. Back down to the blue line. Kicked by McCardle, but can't keep it past the stripe. So everyone has to tag back up for Hofstra. Dylan Kinzer now working as a point man. Right wing move to Matarazzo. They dump in. Everyone chases after it for Hofstra. Clear attempt, knocked down by McCardle. Feeds up top to Kinzer. Across to Cox. Down low to Matarazzo. Again to Cox. Held up top. Flip near side. A shot from McCardle blocked. Still loose as it is covered up somewhere in there by the goaltender Venezial. Venezial making sure everything's in order there in goal. Big contorted in the process of making that save. Puck kicked down by Cox. Rips one wide. Matarazzo finds it. He's held up, though, as the puck fired down the ice by Finn Plummer. Under a minute to go on the power play for the Pride. As they reset things with Dylan Kinzer. Saucer feed to McCardle. He hands it to Cox. Jordan Cox chasing it down now after he lost possession of it, and then sent the length of the ice back to the goaltender in Picone. Cox, his pass intercepted again by Plummer. Takes it back as he storms into the zone. Cox holds up. Looks for some room. Hands up top, but mishandled by Matarazzo back out to center ice. 10 seconds to go on the power play, but the puck turned over. The shot by Neumann goes off the mask of Picone, holds up in the corner. Player out of the box for the Knights. They've got 5 skaters back out there as Hofstra moves it back inside. Picone taking a look down towards the bench, but no signal yet from Coach Kelly. This one moved forward with some space. But then the player tied up and just pouncing on top of it, Picone, with 1:11 left in regulation. Hofstra trails by 1. Face off to the left of Demi-John Picone. Made his fair share of saves in this one. He hopes not to be called upon again. Puck bounced high off the glass, back out to neutral, but possession stays with Neumann. This puck dumped in. We're into the final minute of regulation. Puck stays in deep here, but now Hofstra with possession with Dylan Kinzer. He attempted to move up the near side, up the far side boards rather. Doesn't pan out. So it's an icing call. The clock continued to roll for a few seconds. And they're going to tell the box here how much time to put back on the board. But 44 seconds up there. That was a little bit more time than that, but now Hofstra moves forward. Picone gives him the hook. Hofstra moves this down the ice. Attempted clear, just gets out. Hofstra has to tag everyone back up as time continues to tick. 20 seconds left as this sent on towards the goal. It's still loose. The shot from Chris Colo goes wide. Venezial still can't get on his skates. As now the play whistle dead. He was down and in the process of resetting, knocked the net off its pegs. .8 seconds left here in regulation. Empty net at the other end of the ice. Face-off win for Neumann. They hold it up against the boards. Kicked down by Cox. Trying to feed towards the middle. Comes up top to McCardle. He fires one towards the net. Blocked Back down low, but not enough time for Hofstra. 3 goals in the second period. It proves to be vital as the Neumann Knights get a come-from-behind victory against the Hofstra Pride. It was a great first period for Hofstra. They scored the lone goal of the period there. But then the middle frame proved to be the deciding factor as they traded goals in the third. But the second period, 3 goals for Neumann gives them the win. Hofstra back at home next weekend, including the Pink the Rink game on Sunday. But 3 games in a span of 3 days will be big. See you here at Freeport or here on the Long Island Sports Network. But until then, my name is Ian Binky. See you later. Take care and have a good one.